What's going on, guys? This is the Sentrepreneur here today with a new video. Today we're gonna look at, if you haven't seen from the title, my top 5 releases of 2017 in the fragrance game. So I've only been in the game for about 3 or 4 years, but from what I could tell, this seemed like a pretty weak, I'll be honest, it seemed like a weak year for fragrances. There weren't a whole lot that really blew me away. There were a fair few that I liked, but not a whole lot that I thought, oh my, whoa, I need bottles right away. For that reason, you're not going to see any bottles here today. I'm waiting for deals. Nothing made me want to run out and pay retail. There is one that I would say maybe is close to a 10 out of 10, but I still, retail, no thanks. I don't recommend paying retail ever. I try not to myself. So like I said, there's no bottles here, but there is me here. And without further ado, let's hop into the list. I would like to mention that, as usual, in the description, there will be some honorable mentions. There are 2 this time. So guys, kicking into the top 5 is one of 2 designers that made this list. This one is one that I did a first impressions of, I think it was within the past month or so. It's one that I was really excited for because I love the original, and you know, this one's pretty good too. This is from Prada, and at number 5, it's L'Homme Intense. So Prada L'Homme Intense, it's basically take the original, make it a little bit darker with leather and tonka bean, make it project just a little bit more of a dark date night scent. That's what it is. It's pretty good. I might end up with a bottle at some point. I would like to say that for the majority of the fragrance is nothing super special. The dry down is where the magic happens. It's so rich and beautiful. I personally find the tonka comes out a lot in the dry down. And it, like I said, it just smells rich and beautiful. It's amazing. Prada, fun fact, is the only designer fragrance brand to make this list. So the first Prada fragrance at number 5 is L'Homme Intense. So number 3 and number 4 are both really close, but for the sake of this video and for just my personal taste, I did put this one at number 4. This one is from Jeroboam, and it is Vespero. Now, Vespero, if you look at it, it has a lot of the same notes as very popular Creed fragrance, Creed Aventus. They do smell very similar to me. Vespero is just a little bit dulled down, it's a little more musky, a little bit more leathery. I personally like it more, but like I said, it's just a little more dull, a little musky, a little leathery. To me, it strikes me as like a casual form to Aventus, which is a bit sharp and a bit loud. This is a bit more laid back, more of a t-shirt and jeans scent. Anyway, very good fragrance. I will probably end up with it sometime in the new year if I find a deal. From Jeroboam, Vespero, don't rule it out. It is a really good Aventus smell-alike fragrance. So number 3, like I said, 3 and 4 are quite close, but at number 3, from what has quickly become one of my favorite fragrance houses, from by Kilian, it is Black Phantom. So this was my number 1 most anticipated release of the year. It lived up to the hype. It's really good. This is chocolate, it's rum, it's caramel coffee. It's very delicious, and you know me with my sweets. I love my sweet scents. This lives up to the billing. This is amazing. Like some of the other dark boozy scents Kilian's done, just beautiful, gorgeous juice. It's very classy. My only issue with it is I don't see it being super wearable outside of, say, a date. I don't even think it's formal enough for a suit, really. Maybe a dark suit, something like the shirt I'm wearing here today, maybe. But yeah, this one, it took some time to grow on me because it's a fudgy chocolate, and there are lots of fudgy chocolates, but when you really get down into the nitty-gritty of Black Phantom, there's just so much going on, and it's very rich and beautiful with the coffee and the caramel as well. Fantastic fragrance, guys. I'd love to own a bottle at some point. I hope you check it out if you haven't already. At number 3 by Kilian, Black Phantom. At number 2, guys, is one that, I'll tell you this right now, I don't prefer the smell over Black Phantom. I don't think I prefer it over Vespero either, but it is a designer, which means it's cheaper. It is a clone of one of my most complimented designer fragrances that I can't stand, which is Dior Sauvage. Like I've always been saying, Dior Sauvage, I've worn it a few times, gotten mad compliments, it's ridiculous. But I personally can't stand the scent bubble. It's too chemically, it's too much for me. Overwhelms my nose. I've heard a lot of you guys say the same thing. Well, my number 2 is the solution to that problem, and it's from Prada again. It's Luna Rossa Carbon. So, Luna Rossa Carbon is pretty much just a slightly sweeter, maybe a little bit more sophisticated version of Dior Sauvage. It's got that ambroxan and bergamot spice. It's really good. It's got that same smell, but it doesn't perform near on the level of Sauvage. Sauvage, I get all day and more longevity. I don't quite get that from Carbon. I get about 10 hours, which is very respectable and which is awesome, but not like that. That's unfortunate. But the best part about Carbon is that it doesn't produce that massive scent bubble that Dior Sauvage does, that grabbing people down the street scent bubble of Dior Sauvage. Prada Luna Rossa Carbon does not have that. That's why I like it, because it takes that Sauvage smell that I love and that gets compliments like mad, and it makes it wearable. So if you're like me and you can't quite stand Sauvage, I would encourage you to try Carbon from Prada because it's really good. So what made number 1 on my 2017 top 5 releases? This one is, I think, the most expensive on the list. Sorry. But I didn't even know this came out until I saw it in the store when I was in Ireland this year. And I picked it up, tried it, thought, oh, that's decent. Put the strip down. I said, you know what? I'll wear this today. Magic, man. It's so good. This is so awesome. At number 1, from Roja Parfum, this is Elysium. So, I'm gonna talk in particular about the Parfum Cologne version. There is an Eau de whatever extrait. There's a regular Parfum version from Roja, and I've got samples of both. I honestly prefer the Parfum Cologne. The easiest way to sum up Roja's Elysium is you take Bleu de Chanel and Creed Aventus, and they have this twisted baby that comes out in this super epic Roja Dove blue bottle that smells heroic, heavenly, and fresh and clean at the same time. That's what I get from Elysium. It reminds me of all those things. Like I said, it does have a heavenly type smell to it, which is kind of cool because as far as I remember, that's what Elysium is. So Elysium makes it in at number 1, not because of the price, obviously. It does smell fantastic, but the big reason that it makes it for me is because I've never been the biggest fan of Aventus. Aventus has just never been my favorite fragrance to wear. I understand you can wear it anywhere. It supposedly gets mad compliments, only from dudes on me. But Elysium for me just gives a different take on that sharp citrus type vibe. Like I said, it's kind of like a brighter Bleu de Chanel. And it just makes this super wearable, luxurious citrus scent that I really wanted Aventus to be. That's what I get out of Elysium. That's why I give it number 1. It's definitely on my to buy list, but like I said, it's super expensive, so we might be waiting a little while for a deal. At number 1, from Roja Parfums, Elysium, in particular the Parfum Cologne version. Guys, that's been my top 5 favorite fragrance releases of this year of 2017. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of my 5 picks? What would some of yours be? And what did you think of 2017 as a whole for a year of fragrances? Like I said, not impressed. I definitely think there's been better years, and here's hoping 2018 just knocks it out of the park anyway, guys. This has been The Scentrepreneur. If you enjoyed this video and haven't done so already, I would encourage you to please subscribe down below to my YouTube channel. There's new content coming out all the time. There is a top lists like this, reviews, first impressions like I talked about, hauls, tons of amazing seasonal content, the works. Also, if you had fun with this particular video and you love some of the same fragrances that I was talking about today, I'd encourage you to toss this video a big thumbs up down below as well. That'd be just amazing. Also, if seeing more of me and hearing more about fragrances appeals to you, I would encourage you to add me on Snapchat. My name is down there in the description. Do tons of fun stuff. Also, don't forget to smash that bell icon to see new stuff from me as soon as it comes out. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this list, and I hope you post a comment down below and we can start talking about 2017 and fragrances in general. I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.